ahead. Scott Pioli will be joining us. It is time right now for Give Me Strength, presented by Oikos 000, whose performance gave you strength in Week 13. Listen.
Let's go with Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett was back on the field. He was on the reserve COVID-19 list. He missed 2 games. But him just being back on the field makes a huge difference. He now has 3 seasons with 10-plus sacks, okay? So we know that he is one of the beasts that is going to be consistent at that position. But more importantly, when he stepped on the field in that first half, 7 points, 15 total rushing yards for the Titans. This is the Titans, right? This is Tannehill and Derrick Henry. These guys run through everybody, especially this time of year. I've been one of those guys that said it. And they stepped on the field and shut that run game down, and they were a big part. He was a big part of why the Browns ended up getting
60 yards.
Yep.
60 yards, his season low, I believe. Nico Lalos was a name I mentioned on the show yesterday.
Yes.
He had a big play, and LeBron hadn't tweeted him. Then, okay, you corrected me, and you were right. LeBron did tweet him. This was the play of the game to really get it going for the Giants. And this player, Nico Lalos, actually hits close to home for us, too, guys. Kyle, I'm looking at you.
What's going on?
Let's go back to November 2019. The Princeton Tigers were on a 17-game winning
Oh, my gosh.
I remember
at
this.
Yankee Stadium playing Dartmouth, and Nico Lalos has the pick 6 touchdown to beat Princeton for the first time in 17. Princeton hadn't lost in 17 games. Dartmouth wins. Dartmouth would win the Ivy League title, knocking Princeton. Kyle, Nico Lalos not only shattered the Russell Wilson Seahawks dreams. Gosh, this is close to home. This is a year ago. He shattered Princeton football's dreams. Look at Nico.
Doing it on every level.
Yankee Stadium is doing that. Listen, I know the guy who runs the defense at Dartmouth. I've known him since I was 17. His name's Don Dobes. He's an absolute legend. I said, what's up with Nico? He goes, Nico, fun-loving personality, terrific work ethic, raised by his mom in Akron. We recruited him at 6'4", 220 pounds. He was a better tight end than he was a pass rusher. Sophomore year and junior year at college, he was only in dime and nickel packages. And this is my favorite part. Finally, as a senior, he became a dude when he started to assert himself and listen to his coaches. Absolute maniac. Nico Lalos, go big green and go big blue.
All Ivy, now he's a big blue. And I'll tell you what, the Giants love this guy. I've spoken to Giants sources over the last 24 hours, too. Nico Lalos, he's one of these guys. Player for the Giants. Watch out. They're coming.
I remember how excited you were about that winning streak.
Hell yes.
So
it was huge. I wore a shirt. It's the only time in 4 years I've done that.
Dartmouth.
They loved his toughness, his eagerness to learn, and his passion to be the best. That's an exact quote about Nico Lalos. Let's go, though, from Big Blue to Honolulu Blue, because a couple of Detroit Lions made an incredible game-changing play at the end of the 4th quarter against the Bears. And this is how Good Morning Football treated it, especially one of our hosts, one of our favorite guys at the table.
Mitchell Trubisky has won 4 straight games versus Lions, 12 passes, 1 interception, 12 pass CDs, 1 interception. Right here, he is sacked by Romeo Okwara. Fumble recovered by John Penisini. Mitchell Trubisky, he plays well against the Lions. In this one, not so much. He was sacked by Romeo Okwara, and the fumble was recovered by John Penisini. I believe that's how you say it. All right, he was sacked by Romeo Okwara, and that was recovered by John Penisini.
Nice.
Yes.
Not gonna work here anymore. That's Burleson. Let's give huge credit to Romeo Okwara.
Okwara.
Born in Nigeria, undrafted out of